this week, I thought I would try something different and actually be prepared for the speech that I had to give. I've been a Toastmaster 8 years. It's been a good 5 years since I've truly prepared and rehearsed a speech. And so to give myself a head start last Sunday, I decided to go through my manuals and see which manual speech I would do. And I realized then that I had actually completed 2 more advanced manuals. I didn't even realize it, but I was done. And I looked at the requirements for the Advanced Communicator Gold, and I had completed the 2 manuals. I've mentored new members. And the one other thing I needed to do was give a speech from the Success Leadership or the Success Communication series. And I didn't even know really what that was. So I went online, and for $75, I could download the program. And I thought, no, that's not going to happen. I'm sure Tim already owns it. And for $10, I could download the one presentation that really seemed interesting to me that I thought would be also interesting to you. But again, I thought, I don't know that that's worth it either. So what is the opposite of actually being prepared? It's being unprepared. So I put a pin in the idea of, let me do one of those success leadership programs or success communication programs. We'll do that later when I actually truly have weeks to get ready for it and I can do a good job. But instead, let me just be unprepared. And it occurred to me, I've already written that speech. It's called Fly by the Seat of Your Pants, and it was in the manual that I wrote for a previous speech. So I thought, I'll just get up there, and I'm not going to prepare at all. I'm just going to start talking. So I let Monday go by, and I let Tuesday go by. And the more I thought about that, the scarier it became to me. I can't just come completely unprepared. Lord knows what might happen and what I might say. So I thought I have to prepare a little bit. It's my manual, and the requirements of this speech are that you cannot prepare. But I wrote it. I can break my own rules. I can be barely prepared is the term. So I'm barely prepared for this speech. And one of the things I thought that would help me at least organize the speech a little better is one of the things that I thought I would talk about happiness and what makes me happy. And through that, you can learn a little bit more about me. And one of the things that I do as a diversion that makes me happy is Pinterest. So how many of you don't even know at all what Pinterest is? Raise your hand for me. Okay. Well, what Pinterest is, back in the old days, if you were looking through a magazine and you found a house that you liked or a recipe you wanted to make, you'd tear it out of that magazine and you would maybe put it in a folder, or you would maybe put it in a scrapbook, or you might put it in a photo album. Pinterest is an electronic version of that. It has recipes, it has homes, it has phrases and words, it has paintings, it has everything. But it's an electronic scrapbook or electronic billboard, and you pin your ideas. So I use Pinterest every once in a while. I'm not necessarily addicted to it, but I do like to use Pinterest as a diversion. And I printed out a few of the things. And one of the things I learned, when you try to fly by the seat of your pants, usually what will happen is that your printer will run out of ink. So that did happen. But this is, just from an art standpoint, this is one of the miscellaneous things I found on Pinterest. It's a painting called The Girl in a Red Dress. And in real life, it's very beautiful. And she actually has a red dress, not a pink dress. But I often look at pictures that make me happy. Another thing I truly like, and I don't know, I think it's just the simplicity of it, is this little bird with a teacup. Go ahead and hand that down for Cindy. A bird with a teacup with a little tea bag in its mouth. And I like the simplicity of this picture. I think it's the most beautiful thing to me. Another thing that makes me happy are memories of my childhood. When I was young, I loved the movie Mary Poppins, and what I remember about it, I don't actually remember seeing the movie in a movie theater. We didn't have VCR tapes back then, but I